it's Jara. Welcome back to my channel. So, I've come up with an idea to do movie reviews. I'm not gonna like watch a bunch of new movies and movie reviews. I'm gonna do movie reviews on movies I've already seen. Haven't decided if I'm gonna do like movie reviews on every movie I've ever seen because that will take a lot of energy. But I'll spread them out, obviously. But I guess it depends on how popular these videos become, whether I decide to do a lot of movie reviews on a bunch of movies I've seen. Some of them, if I want to do it, I might have to rewatch, you know. And first two movies I want to do are all the Monster High movies and all the Barbie movies. Well, all the ones I like at least. Monster High movies, I like most of them. The reboot ones are okay. Well, the first reboot is okay. The second one, the only thing I liked about the second one was Twyla and Dracula. Let's be real here. They're literally the only good thing about the second movie. I'm not even joking with you. But the first one wasn't actually that bad. Not nowhere near as good as the original set of movies, obviously, but nothing ever is. But the one movie I can't stand on Monster High would have to be New Girl at School, which is kind of the first movie that, like, right after the webisode, or it's like right before the webisode. Then they made the webisode, then they did Fright On, and then they did the rest of the movies with the new animation before they made the reboot with an even newer animation. So yeah. And then with Barbie, I only like the older Barbie movies. Which Barbie movies do I like? I have a list on my phone of all the Barbie movies I actually like. Okay, so I love Nutcracker, Rapunzel, Swan Lake, Princess Pauper, Magic Pegasus, Barbie Diaries, Island Princess, Diamond Castle, Christmas Carol, Fashion Fairy Tale, and the Fairytopia movies. Mostly the first three, Mariposa and Fairy Princess, aren't that great. I'm gonna re-watch Mermaid Tale and Mermaid Tale 2 because when I was younger, I might be wrong, but for some reason, when I was younger, I think I watched them and I don't think I hated them, but I don't think I loved them. So I'm gonna re-watch them, see how I feel about them now, because I honestly don't know. And I don't know if they're gonna be on this list, and I wanna, do that. And I love the Fairytopia movies. The first three I'm gonna rewatch, Mariposa and Fairy Princess, see how I feel about them. But I'm just not the hugest fan because first of all, Bibble's not on them, and Bibble's everything, and second of all, because Elena, and I love Elena, and wasn't the biggest fan of Mariposa. You know, I did ship her with that one guy though. What was his name? Carlos? I think his name was Carlos. But I don't know. I have issues with Mariposa. But yeah, maybe I'm definitely gonna do all the Monster High movies and all the Monster High movies and all the Barbie movies that I like. So the ones that I don't like, I will not be doing. And we're doing them in order of when they were made too. So yeah, that's fun. And I also was thinking about doing a doll review because there's more dolls I want to buy and little action figures I own. Well, maybe not the action figures because like the action figures, there's not much to them to do a whole review on them. But the dolls that I was thinking about, my only problem is I really do not want to get them out of the boxes. I own 3 Harry Potter dolls, one for the Yule Ball, one for the Quidditch, and one for the maze tournament thing in Goblet of Fire. They have 2 Mel dolls, one from Descendants 2 and her like fighting or her like leather outfit, and the third movie from her leather outfit because she changed outfits. I used to own some Monster High dolls. I definitely want to get them back. I still own, well, it's not a doll, but it's from one of the dolls. It's right here, if I can get it. I used to own Twyla. That's the one doll I remember owning. I know I've owned other dolls, but Twyla, I think, was the last doll I owned before I moved a lot, so I think I lost her on one of the moves. Hopefully I won't have to move in a while because I finally put up my Harry Potter wall decals, which I had for years and years, so I really don't want to move now because I finally had a chance to put them up because I finally saw myself staying in a place for a while. But anyways, this came with the Twyla doll along with her Dust Bunny pet, Dustin. And so this is basically Twyla's diary. It says, "This diary belongs to Twyla." Then down here it says, "The real nightmare would be if you read my diary." And then it has a bunch of entries, things they are definitely canon because they're on the but they were never in the movies, and I don't think they were in the webisodes. I'm not going to read you all about it, not right now at least. Eventually I might, if you're interested in hearing what the entries say, but I'll give you a short description. See, I haven't read this in quite some time, I don't remember what they say. She was watching Laguna and Gil fighting. She was hiding, cause this is before she had any friends, because she's like a really shy monster. She was hiding in the shadows so they didn't see her. And then she shows the entry of how her and Halloween became friends, because Halloween started talking to her and she wanted to leave but because she was shy and scared, but then Halloween convinced her not to and they became friends. And then at one point she didn't see Dustin and he got hurt, so she had to help him. Dustin's her pet, Dust Bunny. Another one is when she went to Halloween sleepover for the first time, and then she explains like how her family boogeymen kind of people feed off Normie nightmares. And then she went into explaining one of her own nightmares she just had. And then here there's a short entry to 13 Wishes to what was going on in that movie, so there's something you actually aren't know. And then I kind of entered my own entry from the which movie? Price Camera Action, from what was going on there. I made my own little entry at the bottom. It's kind of hard to read. I can read it though, sort of. And there was enough space for me to do Haunted too, because she was on that movie a lot. So yeah. And then here's kind of, it says about me, you know, name, age, monster parent, killer style, freaky flaw, pets, favorite activity, biggest pet peeve, favorite school subject, least favorite school subject, favorite color, favorite food, BFFs. So yeah, I've had these for years. Don't have Twilight anymore, sadly. But yeah, I definitely want to get Monster High dolls again. Maybe ever after High dolls, but Monster High dolls more than anything. And I have 3 Harry Potter dolls, like I just mentioned, 2 Descendants dolls. The reason why I ended up having 2, my dad bought me 3 Harry Potter dolls because he found them and gave them to me. And then why I have 2 Descendants dolls, because my mom bought me one, and then the next time she was going to buy me another doll, she named off a bunch of dolls. I said, get Mel again, and the sole reason why I wanted her to get Mel again was because she said it was from Descendants 3, and Descendants 3 Mel is on point, and I love Mel in all 3 movies, but her style in Descendants 2 sucks. I'm sorry, it does. Mostly her hair. I cannot stand her hair. I don't like the light purple. I don't like the bangs. It just sucked. So yeah, I wanted Descendants 3 Mel more than anything. But I'm still planning on keeping Descendants 2 Mel and maybe get Descendants 1 Mel. Then I want to get Descendants 1, 2, 3 dolls of Jay, Evie, Carlos, Ben. Maybe I'll get Descendants 2 dolls. I know I want to get Uma, Harry, and Gil. Maybe I'll get them for all 3 for movies 2 and 3. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how I feel. So yeah, I want to get other Harry Potter dolls too. Like I have 3 Harry Potter dolls, like pretty big size. Then I have 2 Harry Potter little mini action figures. One broke like right after I opened it, because those I did open. I have Neville, which I did open. He was a little mini action figure, and Hedwig, which I did open. But the dolls itself, I don't open. The other stuff I do. The dolls I don't. Like I have Anna and Kristoff, but like those are little they're not pop figures. I don't know what they're called. But I actually bought my first pop figure a few months ago, or it was longer than a few months ago. Not a year ago though. I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, something like that. I bought my first pop figure, Li Shang, and now I want to get a lot of pop figures. So yeah, I want to do these doll reviews someday too, because I've seen them, but at the same time I'm like, but then if I want to do a thorough doll review, I have to open my dolls, and I really don't want to open them, you know? I don't know, some of the boxes are ruined, and I mean, I don't see myself ever selling them either. That's why most people keep their dolls in the boxes to sell them when they get older, and honestly, I love them so much, I don't ever want to sell them. And if I do ever decide to sell them, I'll only be selling one. I'll be selling all except for one. Like for Mel, if I do get the first Descendants, I'll only keep one. Well, in that case, I might keep 2 and sell it to Melvin Descendants 2. I don't know. With Harry Potter, I'll probably, if I decide to sell, which I don't see that happening, I'll only keep 1, and I'll probably keep the one from his Quidditch uniform or Yule Ball, one of those. Not his maze tournament, because I don't care about that one. Maybe I'll do a review on my Harry Potter pop-up book, although it's a little ripped. I don't know, I have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Wow. So yeah, this went into a 10-minute conversation of possible videos that I may or may not make. Movie reviews, that was the topic, wasn't it? So I'm a huge Barbie fan and a Monster High fan. That's why I came up with this idea. And I was just watching Caleb's video. What? I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, Caleb's Disney. I almost said Caleb's videos. Like, no. What? No. Why? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. If you don't know her, you should follow her. She mostly talks about Disney. That's why Disney's in the name. But she does talk about Barbie every so often. And then she just did her first Monster High video because she ranked all the Monster High movies. I don't completely agree with her list, but some of them I do agree with, and you might agree with her list. I recently made my own list because I got inspired by her list, and I made my own list. And it's not, I mean, there's some that's kind of is similar to hers and some that is not. But yeah, so yeah, fun. But I was just watching some of her videos, and she was doing like these reviews on like doll houses and stuff, and dolls, Disney related or Barbie related mostly. I think she only did one Disney related, which was the Hannah Montana Malibu house. She ranked the Barbie carriages. She did a one on Princess Pauper house, and what was the other one? She did another Barbie house, didn't she? Or another Barbie related one. I think she did a camper one too. That's not the one I'm thinking of. I literally just watched these videos and I can't remember. Wow, my mind. Okay, moving on then, shall we? But then you know, she ranks movies, and she's done some of her own movie reviews. So I was like, huh, why not I try something like that, you know? Try something different. And I don't know how it's gonna go. I know for sure I'm gonna do all the Monster High movies I like and all the Barbie movies I like. But after that, I don't know if I'm gonna continue with the series. If you guys like them, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do like the Harry Potter movies, and I do reviews on my other channel, Secret Books, for my BookTube channel. I do reviews on books constantly, and maybe this movie review can become a thing. And if that's popular, maybe I'll do a TV show review. Like, I'll do like a season of each TV show and say the up points and down points. You know, I could do that with Buffy and Charmed, and now I'm kind of liking that idea, and I want to give that a try too now. So yeah, yay, new ideas, right? But tell me, what do you think if I should do that doll review? Maybe I'll ask my mom's opinion if I should like get them out of their boxes. Because the dolls I have, I mean, I think I only really need to get them out of their boxes if they have a lot of stuff that go with them. But the dolls that I currently have at the moment do not. I mean, the Harry Potter dolls mostly just have what's on their person, and so do my Melba dolls. I don't think they have anything extra like a lot of dolls do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll see. Tell me what you think I should do down below, and then I will consider all options. But anyways, this is about a movie review, isn't it? So yeah, yay! I got so off topic. 14 minutes of being off topic. Okay. I was stalling because I didn't know if I wanted to do Barbie movies first or Monster High movies. Because I love them both and I don't know which one I like more. Barbies are, I should have figured this out beforehand, but I decided to do, when I first did this video, I was like, okay, I'm going to do Monster High movies first because I was going to do them in order, and then I was going to do Barbie movies from my least favorite to my favorite. I mean, all of these are my favorite. I love all these, obviously. I'm not doing the ones I don't like, but like still, there's still some I like more than others. But then I was like, nah, I'm going to do them in order instead, so yeah. Yeah, so that's fun. Uh, I don't think I've done Barbie that much, and I just did a Monster High video recently, so I think I'm going to do Barbie first. Ready? Okay, so the very first Barbie movie is Nutcracker. I own the Barbie movie. I want to get them on Google Play, though, because when I originally started buying the Barbie movies, they weren't on Google Play, and now I need to get them on Google Play. It's weird, because I don't like ebooks, but I love movies, like, on my device rather than physical, you know? It's weird. Let me go get my Nutcracker. I want to get the Barbie dolls too. Hi, here it is. Okay, I think it. What's this? Annabelle Creation. I don't know why that's in there. I'm putting you to the side right now. Stay. Don't run away from me. Okay, so this is Barbie Nutcracker. Voila. What's her name? Crap, I don't remember her name. Clara, that's her name. And there's Nutcracker, I forgot his name. Eric, that's his name. That was fast. So it's not one of my favorite Barbie movies, but I obviously do like it. That's why I'm doing a review on it. And basically, usually it's like some of these movies where it's like telling a story or a dream. In this case, most of the time it's telling a story, but this one was actually her dream, which was a little bit different. I just skipped the beginning and end and just watched, you know, the actual story itself, because I don't really care about that part. But anyways, so she gets a Nutcracker for Christmas and then decides to have a dream about a Nutcracker. She wakes up to a Nutcracker fighting a bunch of mice, pretty much, and then she ends up becoming really small, and then her and Eric, the Nutcracker, who she doesn't know his name at first, she just calls him Nutcracker for most of the movie, go on this journey to get her to be full size again. They're looking for the Fairy Plum Princess, which is the only one that can do it, and save Eric, Eric as well, and stuff. So yeah, that's fun, going on a journey, and they fall in love. She falls in love with a wooden pillow. I'm sorry, I find that a little funny. You know, and they find these little fairies, which help them, and they find two little kids who also help them, and they find I'm really bad at these reviews, aren't I? It's been a hot minute since I watched the movie. Give me a break. They find those two guys. I don't remember their names. The short one and the tall one. The tall one's like really mean, and the short one's like really nice. I don't remember their names, but they help. And there's one scene that I remember where they're doing that. They're running from like this big ice monster that the Mouse King sent after them. And his little bat friend. I like the bat friend. I do. I can't lie. I don't know why. But and then the Nutcracker kind of gets out of the carriage thing that they were going by to try to find a way to stop him, and then he manages to get back on as they roll away, and the ice monster ends up drowning, which is ironic now that I think about it. Okay, moving on. I love when they meet the fairy, because it was like fairies everywhere and they started dancing, and Clara was all impressed and she was all amazed by it. It was fun to watch. So they go on this journey, and then my favorite scene has to be after they were captured, because they were tricked by the Mouse King and everyone got captured except for Clara, because she had a bad feeling, so she stayed behind, and then everyone got captured, so she had to go rescue them. She didn't think she could at first, but then she realized she had to at least try, and she snuck into the castle, and she couldn't see where they were trapped, because it was invisible and she couldn't see them. She just thought it was an empty room, and when she was about to leave, she was like, wait a minute, why would guards have be guarding an empty room? And Nutcracker was like, come on, Clara, come on. And then she looked at the invisible barrier, and it's like she could sense the Nutcracker was there. She kind of put her hand up there, and he put his there, and then she grabs something, swings it at it, and it breaks. And then she hugs the Nutcracker, and they have this longing glance at each other, and the other two guys just look at each other like, wow. That's probably my favorite scene, that and defeating the Mouse King. While that was going on, those two kids that Clara saved earlier was turned to stone like the rest of the kingdom by the Mouse King, and then they had to defeat the Mouse King. The Nutcracker fought him, and then the Mouse King injured the Nutcracker pretty big, and then Clara started saying crap to the Nutcracker, so he decides to try and make her smaller, but then the Nutcracker runs in front of her with his sword, and then his magic bounces off and makes him the really small one, because he had to use his magic at that point to become really big, so now he was really small. And yeah, so and then Nutcracker was even worse injured, so Clara like saved him with a kiss, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but something on those lines. And Clara, and then all of a sudden he transformed into the Eric, and then the short guy was all happy because he mentioned earlier that he actually really cared for the prince before he disappeared. And then the tall guy was all happy at first, and he was like, ooh, ooh, the prince, because he was saying crap about the prince to the Nutcracker, not realizing it was the prince the entire movie. So yeah, and then afterwards Clara transformed into, and then that's when Nutcracker Eric at this point is like, you're the fairy plum princess, that's why you could do this, that's why you could do that, she's been here right along. And she's like, me? So yeah, and then and then they start dancing. The two guys start dancing too, and the kids start dancing. And then that's when the tiny mouse was on the bat, and he ran and got Clara's necklace, because the necklace is like what would bring her home after her journey, which she found out by that owl thing like at the very beginning. And then so he opened it, and then she had no choice but to go home. She wakes up, and then she meets Eric, who comes there, and it's like they know each other but they don't. And yeah, so that's fun. But all in all, it's a good movie. It's not one of my favorite Barbie movies, but I definitely love it, no doubt. And it's definitely nowhere near close to being one of my least favorites. Obviously, I own it for a reason. I watch it for a reason. Apparently, I'm tired. But all in all, it's an amazing movie, and I love it. And like I said, my two favorite scenes have to be when she frees them, because she could like sense the Nutcracker, and then when her and the Nutcracker work together to defeat the Mouse King. So yeah, those are definitely my favorite parts. And I don't know if that's a popular opinion or unpopular opinion, but it's like my opinion. So yeah, and it's probably a popular opinion, to be honest. Let's be real here. I wouldn't say they're one of my favorite Barbie ships. I've actually been planning a video where I have a few Barbie top 10 videos I've been planning. I think I already did one. I don't know, I have to check my videos to see. But I'm going to do one for like top 10 Barbie ships from different Barbie movies. And I don't remember if I put them in there. And if I did, it's probably, they're either in honorable mentions or probably pretty high up the list, because, or low on the list, like number 10, 9, something like that. Because I mean, I think they're cute and all, obviously, because I love the scene where she like consents him, but at the same time, they're definitely not one of my favorite ships. And I won't tell you what my favorite ships are, because I don't want to spoil that list for you. So yeah, you'll be surprised when I decide to make a video of it, and I have no idea when that will be. We shall see. I don't know, I've been in a big Barbie and Monster High mood lately, so it might be pretty soon. I'm also currently making some videos on my phone, like making the list for Monster High related top 10 videos. So I might be doing those too soon. I don't know yet, we'll see how I feel, because I don't know. I mean, I did the Descendants one like all together at the same time, so maybe I'll do the Barbie ones all together at the same time, the Monster High ones and Ever After High ones. I don't know. We'll see how I feel, shall we? But yeah, but it is the first Barbie. Okay, then. But it's the first Barbie movie, and maybe that's why it's not as good as some of the older Barbie movies, but it's definitely a must-see, and I do recommend it. The older Barbie movies are amazing, and I'm not like saying the newer Barbie movies are crap because they're newer and different. It's just they're not executed well, and some of the ideas are so stupid. There's no way it could have worked, not even if it was one of the older Barbie movies. You know, like the video game one, or the ones that have to do with Barbie and her sisters, or like the ones that have to do with puppies. Like, no, those ideas would never have worked, even on the older Barbie movies. And I have all these images on my phone. Hold on, let me find them. They're easy to find. I have them in a whole album, I think. Yeah. See. It's here, just give me a moment. I think old Barbie movies are more of a real thing feel to me. They never fail to have this magical atmosphere, especially Swan Lake. The forest, the lake, the castle, everything is of its own world. I wish they could bring the magic back. It's just like they robbed the children of this generation the magic they deserve. That's not the one I was looking for, but that works too. When I was younger, I worshipped Barbie movies. I absolutely loved the Nutcracker, Rapunzel, Swan Lake, the Island Princess, and especially the Princess and the Pauper. But when it comes to the newer movies, they seem like they're sort of conceited. Charm school, fashion design, pop stars. What happened to princesses teaching us classic lessons? Completely agree. The best Barbie movies will always be the first ones. The kids who have to watch the new ones are being robbed of a childhood. Agree with that too. I don't think those are the ones I was looking for. I thought I was looking for something different, but now I can't find it. Maybe those are the ones. First generation Barbie movies filled my childhood with so much happiness. I can't even. That's so true. Like, I feel you, people. This is funny. Hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it up a bit so it's not obviously copied. Okay. Princess Pauper, Princess and the Pop Star, which is so true. It's pretty much a copy. I guess those are the ones. But yeah. So, if you have not seen it, you should. It is the very first Barbie movie, and so I guess it will always hold a place in people's hearts like mine, who love the older Barbie movies and have them in a special place, you know, because it's just amazing, you know. It's the very first one, and when I actually, like I told you, I made a list a while back of the Barbie movies. I always knew this one was the first one, but I was a little surprised to find out that Rapunzel was the second one made, so that's the next one I'm going to be doing. But for some reason, I don't know why, I always thought first was Nutcracker, second was Swan Lake, and I don't know why, but until I made that list of Barbie movies in order, I didn't realize that Rapunzel was actually right after Nutcracker and then Swan Lake. For some reason, I thought Swan Lake was second. I don't know why. And I honestly don't, and I don't have any explanation for you there. But even though they're probably not my favorite Barbie ship, I do ship Clara and Eric. I was a little upset that it was mostly just the two of them, and it did have, I mean, the entire point was the ship. Other Barbie movies, there are other points than just the ship, like a friendship, like Princess Pauper isn't just about Annalise and Julian, or Erica and Dominic, it's about Erica and Annalise, you know. Island Princess, it's not just about Rose's relationship with, gosh, that's one of my all-time favorite Barbie movies. I hate myself for not remembering his name. Whatever his name is, it's also about her relationship with her animal friends, and Saji's my favorite. I just have to throw that out there, but I'll get into that when I do Island Princess. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch Mermaid Tale and Mermaid Tale 2 to see if I still like them. I don't know if I ever watched Mermaid Tale 2, but I think I'm gonna watch the first one. So I have to watch those before I finish this series of videos. So yeah, and I want to rewatch the Fairytopias. Well, Mariposa and Mariposa the Fairy Princess more than anything. But yeah, so I have no idea when I'll do the next video, but I remember Rapunzel a lot because it's one of my all-time favorite ones, so I might do Rapunzel soon. And I'll probably start doing the Monster High review soon. So that is all for this video. Please like and subscribe and comment your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on Nutcracker, on me doing these movie reviews, on me eventually possibly doing doll reviews. We'll chat below, and I'll talk to you guys later.